What if everything you've watched in the Marvel Cinematic Universe was only the calm before a cosmic storm? What if the heroes we trust are already too late? And what if the next villain doesn't want to destroy the multiverse, but save it in the most terrifying way possible? Avengers Doomsday isn't just another superhero showdown. This is the event that has been silently building in the shadows of every broken timeline, every glitch in reality, every post-credit scene that felt slightly off. The story we're stepping into doesn't begin with hope. It begins with something crashing into our world, not as conquerors, not as explorers, but as survivors. And that changes everything. The opening doesn't ease us in. There's no slow burn. No gentle transition. The sky over Earth. 616 fractures with a violent shimmer, as if the atmosphere itself has been sliced open. From that rip in existence emerges a ship unlike anything we've seen before. Not alien in the traditional sense, but worn, scarred, desperate. This is not an invasion. This is an escape. And inside that ship are 4 individuals who were once the brightest minds and bravest hearts of their universe, the Fantastic Four. They aren't arriving to explore. They are arriving because they have nowhere else to go. Their world, Earth 828, is dying. Not metaphorically, not gradually. Dying in the way a collapsing star dies. Their cities fell silent. Their skies cracked with violent incursions. Entire continents folded into nothingness as another Earth pressed against it like a cosmic collision waiting to happen. And in the middle of that destruction, one name echoed louder than any explosion: Victor Von Doom. Not as a dictator, not as a tyrant, but as a man who had already calculated the end. But here's where it becomes personal. Because this isn't just about collapsing universes. In their final hours, Reed Richards and Sue Storm suffered a loss far more devastating than their dying planet. Their son, Franklin Richards, a child who is not merely powerful but fundamental to reality itself, was taken, kidnapped. And not by a faceless monster, by someone Reed once considered his intellectual equal. Franklin is not just gifted. He bends physics the way others bend light. He doesn't just imagine worlds, he creates them. Entire pocket dimensions shaped by thought alone. And Doom knows that. Victor Von Doom does not come from our Earth. He is not a shadow hiding in the background of Earth 616. He is a product of Earth 828, the same universe as the Fantastic Four. In his world, he once stood among global leaders, scientific elites, visionaries shaping humanity's future. But when Earth's greatest minds gathered to address the looming threat of Galactus, one chair remained empty: Doom's chair. That absence was not weakness, it was calculation. While others debated survival, Doom was already rewriting the rules of existence. Reed knows him better than anyone. Their rivalry is older than the destruction itself. 2 minds constantly challenging each other, pushing boundaries science was never meant to cross. But Reed seeks understanding. Doom seeks control. And when Doom studied the incursions, those catastrophic collisions between universes, he saw something others refused to accept. This wasn't a battle that could be won. It was a disease spreading across reality, a terminal virus consuming timeline after timeline. In his mind, the multiverse was beyond saving in its current form. Here's the terrifying part. Doom doesn't see himself as the villain. He sees himself as the only one willing to make the impossible decision. If only one reality can survive, someone must choose which one. Someone must decide who gets to exist in the new world and who fades into oblivion. To Doom, that isn't cruelty, it's mercy. A single unified reality, forged from the fragments of dying worlds. No more incursions, no more chaos, just one perfected existence, ruled by the one man strong enough to build it. While the Fantastic Four attempt to warn Earth 616, the first cracks begin to show, and the one who notices them isn't a god or a cosmic being, it's Shuri. Deep beneath Wakanda's vibranium-rich soil, sensors begin detecting fluctuations that defy logic. Quantum distortions ripple through the Earth like tremors before an earthquake. But these aren't tectonic shifts, these are reality shifts. The fabric of space-time itself is thinning. Using Wakanda's advanced holographic projections, Shuri visualizes what's coming. Two Earths occupying the same coordinates. Two timelines bleeding into one another. The energy signatures are chaotic, unstable, violent. This is not an anomaly. This is an incursion in its earliest stage. And once it begins, it cannot be reversed, only delayed. Shuri understands something crucial in that moment. The era of isolated heroism is over. This threat cannot be handled by one Avenger, one nation, or one world. She calls for a council, not a nostalgic reunion, but a strategic assembly. Sam Wilson arrives not just as Captain America, but as a leader burdened with impossible decisions. Bruce Banner brings the cold logic of science, mixed with the trauma of someone who has seen universes collapse before. Wong represents the mystic balance, sensing fractures in dimensions that even sorcerers struggle to contain. And Carol Danvers returns from deep space with a warning that chills the room. The holes between realities are expanding faster than predicted. Entire sectors of space are flickering out of existence. And then there's Monica Rambeau, lost beyond the veil of one of those ruptures, not dead, not alive, trapped. Her signal faint but detectable. This isn't just about preventing an incursion anymore. It's about rescuing one of their own before her universe disappears completely. The clock isn't ticking, it's shattering. But while Earth 616 prepares defensively, Doom moves offensively. He doesn't waste time conquering small worlds. He targets power. And that leads him to a universe fans have long waited to see fully collide with the MCU, the universe of the X-Men. He doesn't arrive alone. He brings Sentinels, but not the crude machines of mutant oppression we've known before. These are re-engineered through Latverian technology, enhanced by multiversal data, faster, smarter, linked directly to Doom's consciousness. The X-Mansion, once a sanctuary for mutants, becomes a battlefield overnight. Charles Xavier's dream of coexistence shatters under metallic shadows blotting out the sky. But Doom isn't interested in old prejudices. He doesn't care about mutant versus human. He cares about Cerebro, that vast psychic amplifier capable of locating every mutant mind on Earth. In Doom's hands, Cerebro becomes something far more dangerous. He modifies it, expands its reach beyond a single planet, beyond a single universe. Cerebro becomes a multiversal scanner, and Doom searches for one specific signature: Loki, the god of stories seated at the center of the temporal loom, holding fractured timelines together through sheer will. Doom understands that Loki is not just maintaining reality, he is the keystone. And if Doom can seize control of that foundation, the multiverse becomes clay in his hands. The X-Men fight with everything they have. Telepathy clashes against iron resolve, claws against vibranium steel. But Doom is no longer merely human. He is ascending. Every incursion strengthens his argument. Every collapsing universe justifies his plan. And as mutants fall and their world destabilizes, Doom presents them with a brutal choice: join him in building the new reality, or fade away, with the dying multiverse. Back on Earth 616, the Avengers face a decision of their own. America Chavez confirms the location of Monica, inside the very universe Doom now occupies, but she warns them. That universe is an incursion zone. Entering it could trigger the final collision. They may save Monica, but doom their own world in the process. There are no clean victories anymore, only sacrifices. They choose to go. And when they step through the portal, they don't find allies, they find fear. The X-Men, battered and paranoid after Doom's assault, mistake the Avengers for a second wave of invaders. Words fail, tensions explode, and just as Doom predicted, heroes clash against heroes, not out of hatred, out of desperation. Each believing they are protecting what little remains of their world. While chaos unfolds, Doom executes the most chilling part of his plan. He travels to the ruins of Earth 838, where the memory of the Scarlet Witch still lingers beneath Mount Wundagor's shattered remains. Wanda Maximoff's body lies broken beneath stone and silence, but death to someone wielding Franklin Richards' power is negotiable. Reality bends, probability fractures, and Wanda breathes again. But she is not the Wanda we remember. Her memories are fractured, her identity blurred like a half-erased dream. Doom positions himself not as her manipulator, but as her savior. He feeds her a narrative carefully crafted, that she was abandoned, misunderstood, betrayed, that the multiverse itself is flawed, and that together they can correct it. Chaos magic intertwines with cosmic creation. Scarlet Witch and Franklin become twin pillars of Doom's ascent, and as the final stage begins, all roads lead to a single place beyond time itself, the Citadel at the end of time, where Loki sits weary but resolute, holding infinite branches together. Thor charges forward, driven not by prophecy, but by love for his brother. On Earth, street-level heroes like Spider-Man and Daredevil prepare to protect civilians as the sky fractures and reality trembles. The confrontation at the Citadel is not merely a fight, it is an argument about existence. Loki, exhausted from sustaining the multiverse, faces a man who believes the multiverse should not exist at all. Doom doesn't just overpower him, he outmaneuvers him. He seizes the mechanisms of the TVA. He takes control of the time loom. And in one irreversible moment, he rewrites the rules. Timelines collapse, universes implode, familiar worlds dissolve into fragments of cosmic debris, and from that destruction, something new forms. Not chaos, not emptiness, but structure. A patchwork reality stitched together from the remnants of countless dying universes, a world born from ruin, a world called Battleworld. And at its center stands not a king, but a god. The sky doesn't fall all at once. It fractures slowly, like glass under pressure. Across what used to be separate universes, people look up and see something impossible. Pieces of other worlds stitched awkwardly into their horizons. A city skyline that doesn't belong beside their ocean. A mountain range floating where stars should be. Reality hasn't ended. It has been rearranged, and no one understands how, except the man now sitting on a throne carved from the remnants of time itself. Battleworld is not chaos. That's the unsettling part. It is organized, structured, divided into domains, each one a fragment of a once-living universe, preserved like trophies in a cosmic museum. The X-Mansion stands again, but it borders Wakanda's Golden Plains. New York's skyline exists beside a wasteland that once belonged to a timeline erased before anyone could name it. Asgardian towers pierce the clouds above what used to be Latveria. It's beautiful in a way that feels wrong, like a dream that is too perfect. And at the center of it all stands Victor Von Doom. Not as a conqueror shouting victory, not as a villain basking in destruction, but as a ruler who believes he has done what no one else had the courage to do. He has stopped the incursions. The bleeding has ceased. There are no more collapsing realities. No more universes dying in silence. Only one world remains. His world. Yet something is missing, because even in a reality rewritten by his hand, Doom cannot erase doubt. The survivors know something is wrong. They don't remember everything, not fully, but fragments linger. Deja vu hits harder here. Dreams feel heavier. Bruce Banner wakes some mornings convinced he has died before. Shuri stares at vibranium readings that no longer behave the way physics says they should. Sam Wilson feels the weight of a war he can't recall fighting. Memories are not gone. They are suppressed, buried beneath layers of reconstructed history. Reed Richards feels it most of all, because in this new world, the Fantastic Four are not refugees. They are not even outsiders. They are advisors to Doom, honored figures within his structured society. And Franklin is safe, alive, protected, raised within the palace walls like a prince of this stitched-together kingdom. That's the trap. Doom didn't just build a world, he built a narrative, a reality where he is the savior who ended multiversal collapse, a world where the chaos of infinite timelines has been replaced by stability. Crime is lower, wars are non-existent, hunger has been calculated out of existence. Doom rules with absolute authority, but also with results. And that makes him harder to oppose, because what do you do when the tyrant is right? Shuri begins to test the boundaries quietly. Wakanda's technology, even reshaped under Battleworld's laws, still hums with vibranium's unique resonance, and vibranium remembers. It vibrates at frequencies tied to the universe it was born in, except now its frequency is layered. Multiple echoes overlapping, like whispers from worlds that shouldn't exist anymore. She doesn't tell anyone yet. Not Sam, not Banner, not even Wong. She watches. Meanwhile, Thor feels something far deeper than suspicion. He feels absence. Loki is nowhere in this world. Not dead, not reborn, just missing. Thor searches the skies of this artificial Asgard and finds only silence where his brother's presence should echo. He confronts Doom directly, not in rebellion, but in demand. And Doom answers calmly. Loki made a choice, he says, a necessary sacrifice. The old multiverse required a keeper. The new one does not. Thor wants to believe him, but belief is not certainty. Elsewhere, in a domain stitched from the X-Men's shattered universe, Charles Xavier senses fractures in the psychic field. Cerebro exists here too, rebuilt under Doom's authority, but its range is limited, constrained, as if someone fears what it might uncover. Magneto standing beside Xavier feels it as well. The world is stable, yes, but it is caged. The cracks widen when America Chavez begins to dream of doors. In this new reality, her powers are diminished. Not gone, never gone, but restricted. She can feel the edges of Battleworld like invisible walls pressing inward. There are no open multiversal paths anymore. Doom closed them, locked them. Yet in her sleep, she sees stars shaped like gateways. She hears echoes of timelines calling out. That means something survived. Reed Richards finally confronts the truth in the quietest way possible, through mathematics. Doom rewrote reality, But he did not erase logic, and when Reed runs the numbers on cosmic background radiation, on gravitational anomalies across domains, the equations don't resolve cleanly. They loop. They contradict themselves. It's subtle, but it's there. This world is not a single seamless reality. It is layers forced into harmony, and forced harmony always breaks. The real turning point comes from Wanda. Scarlet Witch stands at Doom's side in this world as both protector and enforcer. Her chaos magic has been refined, stabilized by Franklin's cosmic power acting as an anchor. Together, they are unstoppable. She believes Doom saved her. She believes the Avengers failed her. And yet, memories flicker. A cabin in the woods, two boys laughing, a voice calling her name not with fear, but with love. She begins to question the emptiness in her past. Doom notices immediately. He always notices, and this is where his brilliance turns chilling. He does not punish doubt. He embraces it. He tells Wanda that questioning is natural, that even gods must wrestle with memory. He reframes her discomfort as growth, control through reassurance rather than fear. But Franklin is different. Children see cracks adults ignore. He senses that this world bends too easily around his thoughts, that when he imagines something intensely, it manifests faster than it should. He begins to wonder if he built parts of this place without knowing. Doom guides him carefully, teaching him that their work is sacred, that together they are protecting everyone. And then, the first real fracture appears. In the far edge of Battleworld, where a wasteland from a long-erased timeline borders New York, the sky tears open for half a second. Not a portal, not an incursion, a glitch. Through that slit in reality, something impossible shines. The faint outline of branching timelines. Someone is pulling at the seams from outside. Shuri detects it instantly. So does Reed. So does America. 3 minds in 3 different domains realizing the same truth. Battleworld is not as stable as Doom claims, and if it can tear once, it can tear again. Doom responds swiftly. He gathers the heroes, Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, not as enemies, but as citizens. He explains that instability is expected in a newly forged universe. Adjustments are necessary. He reassures them that everything is under control, and for many, that is enough. Because this world works. It feeds them, protects them, gives them peace. But peace built on manipulation has an expiration date. Thor finally finds the answer he was searching for in the ruins beneath Doom's Citadel. Hidden in the machinery that once replaced the TVA's loom, he discovers something horrifying. Loki is still alive. Not physically, not fully. His essence is bound within the mechanism that stabilizes Battleworld. Loki has become the unseen engine keeping this artificial reality intact. Doom did not eliminate him. He repurposed him, and if Loki is freed, the entire structure could collapse. Thor faces an impossible choice: free his brother and risk annihilating this fragile world, or leave him imprisoned to preserve it. It mirrors the exact moral equation Doom solved earlier: sacrifice one to save many. The irony is cruel. Meanwhile, Wanda's memories intensify. She sees flashes of Doctor Strange, a vision of standing alone on a mountain choosing to destroy the Darkhold. She confronts Doom, not with anger, but with confusion. And for the first time, Doom does not have an immediate answer, because even he cannot fully control chaos magic. The tension builds quietly across Battleworld. Mutants whisper about rebellion. Wakandan scientists run forbidden experiments. Banner calculates gamma signatures that shouldn't exist. Sam Wilson senses division among the people, gratitude mixed with fear. This is not a united utopia. It is a balanced equation teetering on imbalance. And then, America Chavez makes her move. She focuses not outward, but inward. Instead of trying to punch through reality, she targets the weak point Shuri identified, the overlapping vibrational frequencies of vibranium. She channels her power through Wakandan tech, amplifying it. For one breathtaking second, a star-shaped crack bursts across the sky. Through it, everyone sees the truth, not a stable single universe, but infinite branches, wounded, flickering, but alive. Battleworld was not salvation. It was containment. The sky seals again instantly. Doom appears above the Citadel, fury barely concealed beneath calm authority. He addresses the world telepathically, declaring the tear an external threat, remnants of chaos attempting to invade their peace. He tightens restrictions. Domains become isolated. Movement is controlled. Surveillance increases. The God King reveals his iron beneath the velvet. But something irreversible has happened. The illusion has cracked publicly. People felt it, saw it. Even if they cannot articulate it, they know now that this world is not the only one. And Doom understands something else. He cannot simply rule through stability anymore. He must confront the possibility that the multiverse refuses to stay dead. High above Battleworld, in the machinery powered by Loki's bound essence, a pulse begins to destabilize. The system was designed to hold one cohesive reality. It was never meant to withstand rebellion from within and pressure from beyond simultaneously. Doom walks alone into the chamber where Franklin waits. The child looks up at him, innocent, yet powerful beyond comprehension. Franklin asks a simple question, one that echoes the very beginning of this story. If this world is perfect, why does it feel like it's breaking? And for the first time, Victor Von Doom hesitates, because deep down, he knows the answer. Perfection built on stolen time cannot last forever. The silence after Franklin's question lingers longer than any explosion ever could. Doom does not answer him immediately because for the first time since he sees the fabric of reality, he is not calculating outcomes. He is confronting doubt. Not the doubt of others, his own. Battleworld was meant to be the solution. A single, unified existence forged from the ashes of infinite collapse. No more incursions, no more suffering, no more impossible choices, but perfection, he is beginning to realize, cannot breathe. It can only be maintained, and maintenance requires control. Across Battleworld, tension tightens like a drawn bowstring. Shuri and Reed finally connect in secret, combining Wakandan vibrational science with Richards-level cosmic mathematics. The conclusion is undeniable. Battleworld is not a healed universe. It is a compression, multiple realities forced into a single structural shell. Loki's bound essence acts as the stabilizing core, like a living battery holding back infinite pressure. If that core is removed, the walls break. But if it remains, free will erodes under Doom's tightening grip. Thor stands before the chamber that contains his brother's essence, and the weight of the choice nearly crushes him. For so long, he believed strength meant swinging harder, striking louder, fighting until the enemy fell. But this is different. This is not about defeating Doom with lightning. This is about choosing whether the world deserves truth over stability. He places his hand against the energy field, feeling Loki's presence flicker like a distant flame. On the surface, Wanda's internal war reaches its breaking point. Memories no longer come as flashes, they come as floods. Westview. Vision's voice, her own choice to destroy the Darkhold. The realization that she once accepted responsibility for her chaos. She confronts Doom in the Citadel, and this time her voice carries something it did not before. certainty. She asks him one question that cuts deeper than any blade. If you saved us, why did you erase us? Doom does not deny it. He does not shout. He explains. He tells her that memory is pain, and pain divides, that unity requires sacrifice, that she, of all people, should understand what it means to reshape reality for love. He reminds her that she rewrote a town for her children. He rewrote the multiverse for everyone. But Wanda has learned the cost of that logic. Meanwhile, America Chavez refuses to stop. With Shuri amplifying her energy and Reed guiding the calculations, she punches again. Not randomly, but precisely at the weak seam where vibranium's layered frequencies overlap. This time, the tear holds longer. Through it, not just branching timelines are visible, but living worlds. Survivors. Universe is scarred, but breathing. The multiverse is not dead, it is wounded, and the people of Battleworld see it. Doom realizes something critical in that instant. His authority was built on necessity, on the belief that there was no alternative. The moment people see another path, his moral high ground fractures. Stability becomes dictatorship. Salvation becomes imprisonment. Thor makes his decision. With a roar that echoes through artificial Asgard, he shatters the containment field. Loki's essence surges outward, not as a body, but as raw temporal energy. The machinery holding Battleworld together begins to overload. Domains tremble, skies ripple, oceans freeze mid-wave. The compression shell starts to crack. Doom arrives instantly, fury finally unmasked. Lightning and cosmic force collide as Thor stands between him and the failing core. But this is not the reckless god of old. Thor does not attack blindly. He holds Doom long enough for something else to happen. Wanda joins the fight, not beside Doom, but against him. Chaos magic and cosmic armor clash in a display that shakes the Citadel itself. Franklin, terrified yet aware, feels the world bending around his emotions. He realizes that much of Battleworld's cohesion was subconsciously reinforced by him, by his belief in Doom. And belief is shifting. Doom fights not as a villain desperate to dominate, but as a man desperate to prevent collapse. He screams over the chaos that without him, everything dies, that the incursions will return, that infinite suffering will resume. He insists he made the only logical choice, and in many ways, he is right. But logic without consent is tyranny. Reed confronts him amid the unraveling structure. Two minds that have always mirrored each other finally speak without rivalry. Reed tells him that survival without freedom is not life. That the multiverse was never meant to be controlled by one will, no matter how brilliant. Doom counters that Reed's optimism nearly doomed them all. That hesitation is weakness. Franklin steps forward. The child who started as a pawn now understands his role. He does not hate Doom. He does not fear him. He sees him truly as a man who could not accept uncertainty. Franklin admits that he helped build Battleworld. That part of it responded to his need for safety. But safety built on cages is not safety at all. The structure collapses faster now. Domains begin separating like tectonic plates, drifting apart. Shuri and Banner work frantically to prevent total annihilation, calculating how to guide the energy outward instead of letting it implode. Wong opens mystical conduits to stabilize ruptures. X-Men and Avengers stop fighting each other and start protecting civilians together. This is what Doom feared most: unity without him. Wanda reaches him one final time. She doesn't attack. She shows him something through chaos magic. A vision of a multiverse, not perfectly aligned, not controlled, but alive. Messy, dangerous, free. She shows him children laughing in worlds that shouldn't exist anymore. She shows him heroes making mistakes and correcting them. She shows him choice. Doom falters. And in that hesitation, Franklin makes his decision. He does not erase Battleworld in anger. He gently unravels it, like untangling threads woven too tightly together. Loki's temporal energy spreads outward, no longer bound, guiding timelines back to separation instead of collision. America stabilizes gateways to prevent catastrophic overlap. Shuri directs vibrational pulses to soften the fragmentation. The sky shatters, but it does not explode. Instead, it blossoms into infinite branches once more. Battleworld dissolves into fragments of light, each fragment carrying a restored reality back to its rightful place in the multiverse. Wakanda returns to its Earth. The X-Men's world stabilizes on its own axis. Asgard regains its celestial foundation. Timelines breathe independently again. Doom falls to one knee in the ruins of a collapsing citadel. For the first time, he is not a god, not a king, just a man who tried to hold infinity in his hands and discovered it cannot be owned. Thor stands before him, not to execute, not to imprison, but to acknowledge the truth. Doom was not wrong about the danger. He was wrong about the solution. Loki manifests briefly, restored, no longer a bound engine but a guardian by choice. He does not reclaim a throne. He returns to the temporal flow not as a ruler, but as a watcher, ensuring balance without domination. The multiverse remains fragile, but it is alive. Wanda approaches Doom one last time. She tells him something simple, that saving the world is not about rewriting it. It is about trusting it to survive its own chaos. She knows this because she once made the same mistake. Reed offers Doom a hand, not forgiveness, not absolution, a chance to build instead of conquer. Doom looks at the restored horizon, countless universes shining independently. And for a moment, pride and regret war within him. He does not take Reed's hand immediately, but he does not strike it away either. Across the multiverse, heroes regroup in their own worlds, aware now that reality can fracture at any time. The memory of Battleworld lingers like a scar. Alliances between universes are no longer myths. The X-Men know the Avengers. Wakanda knows there are other Earths. The boundaries are thinner, but no longer hidden. And somewhere, in the vast infinite, incursions still threaten. But this time, no single man holds the answer. The multiverse stands not because it is controlled, but because it is shared. The final image is not a throne, not a battlefield, but branching timelines stretching endlessly outward, fragile, luminous, alive. A reminder that existence is not meant to be perfected. It is meant to be experienced. And maybe that is the true lesson of Doomsday. If this story made you question what it really means to save the world, then you already understand why the multiverse had to break before it could breathe again. Share your thoughts below. And if you're ready for more deep dives into the future of the MCU, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay connected. Because the next collision might already be closer than we think.